Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is this cool and cozy look I created using January's Boxycharm products. If you do not know what Boxycharm is, I will leave some information in the description box down below. This month's theme is Rock 2018. The first item in the box this month is one of my favorite eyebrow pencils for the days that I want more of a natural brow, and that is the It Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. This is a dual-sided pencil with the color on one side and a spoolie on the other, and it retails for $24. The way the product works is the more pressure you apply, the darker the color payoff is. I'm going to start off by brushing through my eyebrow hairs toward the direction that they naturally grow, making sure I brush those unruly hairs and make them as flat as possible. Then I start with the base of the brow, slowly applying more pressure towards the tail of the brow since that's where I like for it to be the darkest. I then focus on connecting the arch with the tail and fill that in. Lastly, with light pressure, I make hair-like strokes going upward at the front of the brow. Here you can see the difference of one side completed and the other in its natural state. Voila! Both sides are done. The next item in the box this month is this Crown Pro Glam Metals palette. It retails for $25. Unfortunately for me, one of the shades came broken. This palette comes with 9 shadows that are mostly shimmer or satin finish, and that's why I'm pairing it with an all matte palette. Taking a light peachy shade and a fluffy brush, I am placing this color on the upper crease as a transition shade using windshield wiper motions as well as circular motions to blend it out. I then am taking a deeper and cooler shade of brown and the same brush to focus it on the actual crease. I start off by applying the most pigment in the outer corner and gradually bringing in the color towards the inner corner. As you can see, I start off with a small amount of color and gradually build it out to the intensity that I like, making sure I am blending as I go. Then I take a clean fluffy brush to blend between the first shade and the second shade without adding any more pigment. Next, I took the shade Punk from the Metals palette, a pretty cool toned lavender satin color, using a flat brush, and I placed it in the first third of the eyelid. I make sure not to take it too high, but I do want it to meet the crease color so that the color peeks through when I open my eyes. Then with the same brush, I picked up the shade Heavy Metal, a pretty pewter satin shade. I applied it to the middle of the lid, making sure I blended with both the outer lid shade and the inner lid shade. The last shade I took to finish off the lid was the shade Black Metal, a matte black color. And with the fluffy side of the brush in light circular motion, I focused this color only on the outer corner of the eye. This gave the look more depth and it pulled it all together. Moving on to the face, I used Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. This retails for $38 and was also in the box this month. This claims to deliver a natural radiant glow while at the same time blurring the pores and imperfections. As you can see, it gave my skin so much radiance. I really like the way it made my skin look so healthy and glowy. For this video, I used the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 310 Sun Beige. I have a video up where I review this foundation and put it to the test for 13 hours. If you are interested in watching this video, please click on the note card that is currently hovering above my head or look for it in the description bar. I will have a link to it, so make sure you go and watch that. The next item in the box is this Pure Cosmetics Bronze and Brighten palette. This retails for $34 and comes with a highlight, a bronzer, and a blush. I'm first applying the bronzer. This is a warm bronzer with a sheen. It is not glittery, but it is not completely matte either. It is very, very pigmented, and it does do a good job at warming up the face as well as deepening the complexion. Next, I take the blush with the dual fiber brush, and this is a beautiful, nice salmony shade with a slight sheen. It is very pigmented as well, so a little does go a long way. I like the way it looks against my skin tone, but I feel like it is very universal and definitely gives a healthy glow to the skin. Finishing off with the highlight, at first glance I felt like it would be too light for my skin, but it actually popped against my skin tone. It is very pigmented and buttery soft. I would describe the shade as a very light gold with a hint of beige. The only problem I had with it was that it accentuated my texture, but once I went over it with a damp beauty blender, it just melted onto my skin. Of course, I applied it to all the high points of my face going just a tad bit overboard on the Cupid's bow. The last item in the box is this Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper, and it retails for $27. It took a whole lot of clicks to get the product out to dispense at first, but I eventually get there. The shade I got is Midnight Purple, and it is more of a plum shade on me. Although this is a plumping gloss, I didn't feel that tingly feeling that is usually associated with these type of products. I do find it to be very, very glossy and not sticky at all. I am finishing off the look with the same dark brown shade on the lower lash line, making sure I connect the lower lash line with the crease color. And after applying falsies, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. It means so much to me and it shows me how much you love me. Also, if you have not yet watched any of my other videos, here are a few suggestions. Lastly, please don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys and see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.